Hey guys, welcome back on the channel. So in this video, I'm going to introduce you to 1inch. This is definitely the place for you to go if you're just taking your first steps in crypto, in DeFi. But even if you're not a complete beginner, 1inch offers you everything you need. Their main products are the wallet and the card. The card is powered by Crypto Life, which is another company, but they have this partnership. They work differently, okay? So the funds that you have in your wallet, they don't automatically reflect in the card. You'll have to load the card through different blockchain addresses, but I'll give you the highlights here on this video. I'll tell you what 1inch is, why it matters to you, how you benefit from using it, and also the card offers a ton of things. They offer crypto loans, cashback, very interesting stuff, but it deserves its own video, so I'll leave that to another time. In this one, I just want to introduce you to the whole ecosystem, and basically that's it. The ecosystem is their app. You can log into this one on the PC. You can connect any wallet to it and then start swapping across 13 plus different blockchains. You get the best rates on crypto token swaps. So let me address right now what is 1inch. They are a DEX aggregator, and a DEX aggregator, they're pretty much the same thing as a DEX, but they do offer better rates than a DEX usually does, because a DEX itself, it's limited to its own liquidity pools, and a DEX aggregator, they tap into the liquidity pools of multiple DEXs. So you see here, you're not looking at liquidity pools, you're looking at blockchains, because that's the power of an aggregator. And in the case 1inch, it allows you to swap tokens across 13 plus chains without bridging, and that's also a key feature of them, because bridges are just magnets for hackers. They account for the protocols which have the most vulnerabilities and they experience the most amount of hacks in the past few years at least. So whatever vulnerabilities bridges do have, 1inch will not leave you exposed to that when you're swapping tokens cross-chain. So it's good to know that there's an alternative tech that 1inch developed, and that's the power of cross-chain swapping with 1inch, okay? Now you can see here all of the blockchains they do support. You might already have heard about some of them, Binance, OP, Solana, and that's the biggest difference between 1inch and other DEX aggregators. 1inch just allows you to connect not only Ethereum and Ethereum layer 2s like Unichain, Polygon, Arbitrum, Base, or even Sonic. Binance is also a big blockchain. All of those, and Solana, which uses different coding language, and that's a big barrier. So usually you have to rely on bridges to swap tokens between all of these and Solana. And actually in between all of this, you'll have to rely on bridges, right? Not with 1inch. You have that unified DeFi experience. It doesn't really matter what blockchain you are on. Of course, there will be blockchains which are not supported, like Bitcoin mainnet. It's not supported here. And not only that, you cannot cross-chain swap not only to Bitcoin, but also to Sui, which is also a growing blockchain. And there are others. But where DeFi is shining the most, which is Ethereum, Ethereum layer 2s, and Solana, yeah, those you can use 1inch to seamlessly connect them and move your funds in between all of them, okay? It allows you to do all of that with bulletproof DeFi security. That's also one of the highlights, the standout features of 1inch. They've been in the game for a long time, they kept on developing, and they're still one of the safest protocols out there to handle your funds. One ecosystem for everything you do with crypto. And basically the ecosystem is just made up the wallet where you will hold your funds. So make sure you do securely save your seed phrase. Do not let your seed phrase sit in your devices. Don't take a picture of it. Don't write it in a doc, a Google Doc, a Microsoft Word doc, a Notepad doc. It's much better to write your 12 or 24 word seed phrase on a notepad and store it somewhere safe. That's the best option, okay? Do not rely on leaving it in your hard drive or mobile devices, because you can get targeted by malware and they scan through your whole computer. They find those things, and then without you even knowing it, they drain your wallets, all right? So that's a huge risk in DeFi, in crypto. You need to understand that, all right? Then, of course, they have the way for you to track your portfolio, and the 1inch card is the standout feature as well, because most wallets out there, if not all, will allow you to have your funds and your portfolio to track the performance of your crypto assets. With the card itself, that's another ballgame. There's not many wallets out there that offer you the card, and 1inch is one of those who does, and they are very reputable. They've been around in the crypto game for a long time. I believe since 2016, something like that. They are one of the OG protocols in crypto. If you're using a laptop, you can come up here, you can start swapping. So I'm going to go click swap, and I'm going to be able to swap tokens across all of these blockchains. So you see, all the supported ones are here. On the top tab, you select the funds which you have. So what are you going to pay with? In this case, I could select anything here. If I have funds on Solana, I can go here, I can select the funds that I have in my wallet. And then if, let's say, if I want to send 1 Solana and turn it into Ethereum, where it says select token, this is what we are going to receive. What are we going to buy? I click select token, then I could easily come here and select already some predetermined listed tokens here, or just select the Destiny blockchain. So let's say if I want to trade 1 Solana for Ethereum on Ethereum mainnet, I'll just click ETH mainnet, then I come click the token here, and then 1 Solana would get me, with current market prices, this amount of Ethereum. It's as simple as that. I have a whole video showing you how to swap back and forth to Solana with 1inch. Works still just the same way. It's just that the dashboard is a bit different because, like I said, they revamped the whole thing. Now, when it comes to connecting wallets, they support all wallets that do support Solana and Ethereum blockchains. You can even use their own 1inch wallet, okay? If you have your mobile device with their 1inch wallet app installed, you can click that, and then you just need to go, let me go back here, you just need to go open the app on your mobile device, scan this, and it will log in the wallet, okay? So let me actually show you that. It's pretty much automatically. But right now what I'm doing, I'm just logging in to my wallet on my mobile device, and then I'm going to use the scan option to scan this. And as I do, I'm just scanning right now, it's connecting, and now it's asking me for permissions. I'm gonna click connect on my device, and boom, automatically, guys, it's pretty much synced in. You can see that the wallet address is even already showing here. And note that I can click here the wallet address now, and it's showing 2 different wallet addresses. One is for Ethereum and another is for Solana. And I already got these 2 just by logging in with the 1inch mobile app, because like I said already, they do support all of these blockchains. Of course, I could also go and connect another wallet. I could connect individually multiple wallets. I could connect my Rabi wallet, which is a Ethereum supporting wallet. And then I could also connect, for example, Phantom, which supports Solana. It's one of the OG Solana wallets. And now I would have 2 distinct wallets connected. So 1inch works for anyone that has wallets in both ecosystems, Ethereum and Solana. It has a very clean UI for you to swap tokens. If you want to go on the pro version, it gives you even more options. It gives you options on not only swapping with market prices, but also you can set up limit orders and, for example, buy Bitcoin when it drops to a certain amount, or sell Bitcoin when it goes up to a certain amount, for example. And this goes for any token, okay? Not just Bitcoin. I used Bitcoin as an example, but you get the idea. This is what a DEX aggregator does. They are, let's call it, a level above decentralized exchanges. They can tap into all of those, find the best rates, find the best routes where you can get the better deals, where you will pay the lowest amount of fees. Essentially, that's it. Now about the card. Let me go here to the menu button and now select the card, because this card is a very interesting option for anyone interested in getting their own crypto card. It does require KYC, okay? If that is not an option for you, I still know some other no KYC options. I know plenty of those. Check the pinned comment or ask away in the comments and I'll get back to you, okay? Now let me give you just the highlights of the card, because the card offers plenty of stuff. I think it deserves its own video. So essentially the card can be funded with multiple accounts. You'll be able to select whatever accounts you want to load the card with. But it's important to know that the card is not automatically connected to the funds that you have in your crypto wallet, okay? Instead, the card works with 5 at a time different accounts that you can select to fund it. Let me go back to accounts here just to show you. There's multiple accounts you can use or select to load the card with. These are all of the supported options as of now. All the top tokens are here: Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Solana, XRP, 1inch, and the Banks token. Banks are the company also responsible for issuing the card. They're a fintech company, so they have their own token. So these are all the crypto tokens, right? The volatile assets. If you want to fund your card with stablecoins, you can also do that. You can do that even with fiat, euros, GBP, the British pound, USDC, USDT, or a stablecoin version of euros. If I click here, manage accounts, notice that there will be all of the tokens that we just went over. They're being shown here, but you can only select 5 of these different cryptocurrencies at a time to fund your wallet. Which one you want, it's up to you. You just check or uncheck in order to show them or add them to the list. And if I would go back here to card, link accounts, now it's showing up something different because I just checked and unchecked different tokens. You notice that they are ordered in a specific way, right? And I have total freedom to just swap that order. So this prioritizes the accounts used to fund your card. I still need to add Solana to this wallet address, right? So I would click add funds, and then I would go to my Solana wallet, scan this QR code, or copy this address and paste there straight up in the wallet. This would allow me to send Solana, and very important, only Solana tokens, all right? So even if you're using something else, a meme coin, whatever, on the Solana mainnet, it won't be supported. It has to be Solana. Do not use sub-blockchains. This doesn't apply really to Solana. It's more for Ethereum. But if you send anything else other than Solana on the Solana mainnet here, your assets may be lost. Let me show here Ethereum, for example, because you know Ethereum has a ton of layer 2s, and you might think, okay, I have some Ethereum on, let's say, Base or Arbitrum, but pay attention always to the message here. Okay, no layer 2s, only ETH on Ethereum mainnet. Do not use sub-blockchains. If you do and send it via another network, your assets will be lost. Okay, very important distinction there. So what this means is that you can load your card with whatever tokens you want from the list, and there's this priority function. If my Solana goes to 0, but I have already some Bitcoin here, for example, then it starts to use my Bitcoin tokens to pay for whatever I'm buying IRL. As my Bitcoin balance drops and goes to 0, the next one on the priority list starts to be used. And the cool thing about it is that, like I showed you, they do support stablecoins. And that means even if you don't want to hold any of this, but you are still someone who is willing to test out crypto, but using assets which are pegged to fiat, like USDC, for example. I can come here. Actually, I would just only select, for example, euros, USDT, USDC, and I would check out everything else. And now only if I send stable coins like USDC, euros, or USDT to fund the card, I would be able to use those funds IRL. So in this case, if I want to load it with USDC, again, it's on Ethereum mainnet. EURT on Ethereum mainnet. I believe USDT is also the same, only on Ethereum mainnet for the stable coins. All right, so again, let me just underline this. If you want to fund your card, you need to send funds to this address. And then there's also stable loans. This allows you to borrow against your crypto today, so you do not even need to sell your crypto if you want to spend with it. Interest rates start from 0%, and you see the icon here, you get USDT back, so you get stable coins paid out to your wallet instantly. Apply in 2 minutes, zero paperwork. That's one of the beauties of crypto loans. No bureaucracy, no credit checks, nothing as that. As long as you have collateral, you can borrow against it, which allows you to not sell your crypto. Of course, you need to pay the loan afterwards, but you don't have to sell it right away to finance your lifestyle. And there's actually a lot of people that what they do is that they buy Bitcoin and then they take loans using it as collateral. As Bitcoin price goes even further up, they take another loan which they use to pay the previous one, and they just do this rinse and repeat option because they are bullish on Bitcoin, and so far Bitcoin only goes up in the long run. So you do need to have some strategy, but in the long run, Bitcoin went out in 2009, and so far it only goes up. So I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just letting you know what's up in the crypto scene, okay? And there's actually this loyalty program program, which is pretty much the cashback. You get up to 2% cashback, but it's only if you use the BXX, the bank's token. That gets you 2% cashback. Other than that, you can choose to get cashback in Bitcoin, in the 1-inch token, and in USDT. It's up to you. Whatever you want to choose, you just click it. And now when I'm spending with my card, you see I'll get 1% Bitcoin cashback, which I can claim at any point in time. When you click claim rewards, Bitcoin will be immediately credited to your Bitcoin account. After that, the cashback will be calculated for all future transactions and will be available for claiming as usual. You can also change the coin to receive cashback in, just like I showed you. Let's say Bitcoin is something you don't want to hold and you are more of someone who rathers to rely on dollars. You can check the USDT box and now you're getting USDT cashback, 1% on the go as soon as you use the card. And that's pretty much about it, guys. That's why I think 1-inch is a great option for anyone to get started with crypto. You get the lowest rates when you're buying and selling. You get a wallet, you get the cards to off-ramp, you get access to loans straight up from your account. Again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. My channel is all about helping people to onboard crypto, use DeFi, use these applications, how to off-ramp, on-ramp, all of those things. Oh, and by the way, I didn't mention, but you can still on-ramp with 1-inch. You can go to your wallet and then you can start and buy crypto with it. So for example, if I would come here, I would click my wallet, I would click buy, and I could use MoonPay. I don't know why it's not loading now, something must be down, but they integrate MoonPay services, so you can use your bank card, your credit card, your debit card to buy crypto straight from your wallet. And that's something that you can find in virtually every crypto wallet, not just 1-inch, but 1-inch also offers you that. Okay, so guys, that's what I wanted to share with you. If you are completely new to crypto, I hope this will help you. If not, let me know in the comments, drop a comment, because it will help me to create new videos and show people how to use crypto, how to get started with crypto. So that being said, thank you for watching. If you took value from the video, you know the drill. Like and subscribe for more of this type of content, guys. I'm going to wrap this one up. Take care, keep exploring crypto, and I'll see you on the next one.